Hello. Put my first ever YouTube live. You're live to witness my first ever live YouTube. I don't think anybody's a black pudding lover, to be fair, are they? Let's be right. How do? Yeah, I thought, I've never done a YouTube live before, so I thought I'd come and have a little bit of a practice for 10 minutes before I start looking into doing them a little bit more. Hello, I need one of your breakfast sandwiches. You know where to find us. You see, I can't stand HP and I can't stand black pudding, so I don't think we're going to get along. Hi, Tony. Got that picture framed. It's on my window ledge here. It's not framed, but it's on my window ledge. I don't want to put it in corner kitchen because it'll just get covered in grease. Hey up, you alright? I don't like Worcestershire sauce either. Do you know what? We have a lot of people from Wales. We've got a lot of Welsh followers, and we've had quite a lot of Welsh people have come up to the shop. All they seem to be happy with it. They've no issues from the Welsh. I can't stop saying 90% pork. It's an obsession. I just think I feel. Literally, wherever I go, wherever I've been in this country, even when I've been abroad and stuff, somebody has shouted that fucking thing at me. Pork. It don't matter where I go, whether I'm in a supermarket, I've been in an arena watching metal gig, been at Nottingham Arena, wrestling, airport, everywhere. Somebody recognised me from one of the videos and shouts pork at me, which is fine. You know, it doesn't bother me. It's nice that people are recognising, you know, the pork movement. Up the South Yorkshire, that's it. Spam is the world's best food. Spam is fantastic. Often find myself walking around the kitchen shouting pork. See, I still do it. Although I say pork multiple times a day, every single day. It's sort of become that's synonymous with me. But even when I'm going to the supermarket myself, I can't help going at pork section and saying pork. You know what I mean? It's yeah, it's weird. Haggis is food I haven't seen it. I've never tried haggis. Never tried it. How do you keep the weight and belly down given the massive food you make? I don't eat any of the food that I make. And I'm in gym 5-6 days a week, every single morning. I eat very high protein meals. I calorie count. I try not to eat too much crap during week. I'll tend to splurge a bit at the weekend. But yeah, you know, what you see me eating videos, like it's one bite of the sandwich, that's it. I don't eat anything else. And I don't eat breakfast food. You know, I don't really like breakfast sandwiches. I never have. So yeah, so that's how I keep the weight. At the minute, I'm 12 stone 1. I'm 6 foot. 14.9% body fat. 49.6% muscle. I think it were. And the rest of me is just ears. Bedford Town plays Scarborough in October, hoping to head up to the game and D2 to yours on way. Why not? Not wrong with a bit of Bedford Town. Would you rather bean dipped fried bread or tomato dipped? Now, I don't really like fried bread, but if I had to choose, it would be tomato dipped. Often do you work out? 6 days a week. Five days every week. And then on a Saturday, if I can be arsed when I finished at shop, I go home, get showered, get changed, and I'll go and do like an extra arm session, something like that. But yeah, 5 days a week, but sometimes 6. Not the state Canadian use, that's why I've got to get that. In town sells it. There's a place in Barnsley that actually sells state Canadians. I can't remember the name of it. It's a cash and carry, and they sell to public, and they sell state Canadians that we sell. Are you a wrestling fan? My wife is mad on wrestling, mad on it. I was big on it back in the day, but I do have to watch it on Netflix every week. So I'm not a massive fan. I went to see it in Nottingham. So that's where I'm going wrong, eating too much breakfast food and other food and not going to the gym. Yes, that's where you're going wrong, although you've got a fine figure. Won't worry about it. That sandwich you made with potted beef, the whole bag of crisps looks amazing. Yeah, I love potted beef. Or potted beef, as we say up here. Greetings from Peterborough. I can't understand your accent sometimes. Peterborough, posh. The posh. Do you take creatine? No. I don't take out. I don't even. I'm. Excuse me. I'm one of them weird people. I don't take any enhancements, anything other than protein shake. I don't even have pre-workout. I don't have what's that stuff called in energy drinks? Caffeine. I'm a caffeine-free life because I'm on medication, which sort of like counteracts the caffeine counteracts the medication, so it's pointless having it. But no, I don't have out like that. Fan Foods in Iceland sell steak Canadians. They do not sell steak Canadian. They sell an imitation, an incredibly bad imitation. That's not, you can't call that steak Canadian that they sell. Long live Viva la Pug. I hope. I want to live up north where the sandwiches are worthy and the chicks are northern. An area gravy down south. I don't even know what state Canadian is, and I'm part Canadian. Being Canadian, Canada has no affiliation with state Canadian. It was invented in Lancashire, in England, which is sort of like close to Manchester and whatnot. But no, it's not to do with Canada. Well, it kind of is because the person that invented it, Derek Ingham, used to go on holiday to Canada every year. And I think apparently the story goes that inspired him to call his product a steak Canadian, or something like that. More steak Canadian, make steak Canadian great again. Greetings from Hungary. Hey up Hungary, all right. When did you transition to male? Ask your mum. Tins of tuna or salmon for protein, simplicity. I'm not really keen on tuna. I don't mind it occasionally, but I'm not right fussed. I am such a fussy eater. Right fussy eater. Where did you get those giant ash browns? Iceland. Would you do a poo sandwich with real poo? Yes. Same manufacturer though. Showed a box. It's shocking. They're shocking. Honestly, the Iceland ones. I bought some, and we all know how much I love a steak Canadian. I had a couple. I made a video with a couple of them, and then I put them back in freezer. I ended up binning them. They were in freezer that long. They were terrible, terrible. Favorite Sepultura tune? Hello, David. And I'm just reading through comments. Favorite Sepultura? Probably Roots, Bloody Roots. Refuse, Resist. Hello. I can remember steak when I was a kid and rough. Yeah, steak Canadians back in the day. Used to work at Cash's, Rotherham. I don't know that. You should definitely look into branching out more stores or tuck into a corner kitchen in Southway. It's sort of it's on the agenda. What I don't want to do, I mean, like Spud Bros have inspired me, but what I don't want to do is just because we've got a relatively large following and we're quite popular and trending over the last 2 years, that don't necessarily mean that we're going to become a major player within the breakfast food industry. So I don't want to start having franchising shops here, there, and everywhere for it to ultimately fail when people get bored. So as of now, I want the trajectory that the shop's been on the last 2 years to probably continue for another 9 months, 12 months. And if it does continue as it has done, then I think it'd be stupid not to at least try opening another store somewhere. But my ultimate aim is to eventually be known enough to maybe franchise them out. I don't know. You know, it's... I don't know sandwiches, Indian visitors. Food sandwiches for the Indian visitors. Okay. Thank you, Headhunter. Thank you. Definitely might have your sandwiches one day. One day. I'm all right, Demo. Thank you. I'm just doing my first ever YouTube live. Just practicing. You actually start calling your grill Darren. I'm going to. Do you see the different quality in different eggs when cooking and or eating? Yeah. Yeah. How much would you charge for a poo stotty? £6. Cash converters. Biotech is Godzilla. Yeah. Why do you put black pudding on your Sundays if you just toss them away? Because obviously, as much as I create videos for fun, I'm also creating videos to sort of like showcase what food we sell and what sandwiches we do. So black pudding, unfortunately, has to be included, but I won't touch black pudding, so I have to take it off before I take a bite. When you recreate a breakfast sandwich that was previously ordered, when you show us a cross-section and you take a bite, what do you do with the rest? Sometimes I take it to me my father-in-law. But majority of the time, it's goes down as wastage, I'm afraid. What's best to have with steak Canadian? Fried onions, mushrooms, and ketchup. Do I get a free sarnie as part of my tier 3? I have no idea what a tier 3 is. Oh, that thing. That members thing. Yeah, you can come and have a free sandwich. Just pop in. Worksop. Yeah, Worksop's not far. Spam curry. Oh, I can imagine that is nice, actually. Always great videos. Keep it up. Thank you. I try my best. Like I say, I am new to YouTube still. I only started posting 7 months ago. And we're all about TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And then I just randomly... what word am I looking for? Saved one of my TikTok videos to my camera roll. I can't remember which one it was. I think the one with the customer from Kendal near Newcastle. A little bit of location, geography bait there. And I uploaded it as a mess about, literally, to YouTube channel as a short. I didn't know what I was doing, and it got 6 million views. And I'm like, ooh, I'll have some fun with this. So then here we are 7 months later with 64,000 subscribers and, quite a lot of views and stuff. Live demonstration. Any more tin meats on the menu that we haven't seen in a video? One of my favourite tin meats is by a brand called Prince's Ham. It's like a blue tin. I want to do a video with that. I've not done one yet. So I need to get that. I've got a list of videos that need recording as long as my arm. So I keep adding things to my list and whatnot. But yeah, I try not to post too often because I don't want to bore people. And to be honest, I've been posting on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook every single day for two years and 2 months. And people for some reason still aren't fed up with me. I expected to have fallen off by now. Still getting 25, 30 million views every single month. It's crazy. I don't really understand the hype around the shop or me as a content person. I don't know. So I still find it all strange, especially when people stop me and come up to me and want to talk to me about videos and shout poke at me and ask for photos. To me, because obviously I never intended to create any of this. I was just fucking about posting videos. I didn't expect any of this, so I'm not trained in how to film videos or how to edit videos or how to interact with people, if you know what I mean. I've not seen any burgers in bread cakes. Iceland do a big tasty replica. Oh, do they? I like a burger. You coming for a sandwich tomorrow? Excellent. Black pudding and mushrooms are irrelevant. Absolutely. It's tea cakes, a bread cake. Long way from Newcastle, yeah, but it'd be worth road trip though, won't it? Can you please put me as a mod? I don't even know how to do that. If you couldn't buy an established sandwich, would you recommend building one from scratch? What do you mean? Sandwich shop, do you mean? Or an actual physical sandwich? I'll answer that as though you mean a shop. I would recommend setting your own up regardless. I think you're doing great, mate. Black pudding's wrong. Thank you. I'm from Bristol and love it in Yorkshire. Yeah, it's greatest county in country. What would your death row last meal be? Something with a massive Yorkshire pudding, roast potatoes, belly pork, cauliflower cheese, broccoli cheese, Brussels sprouts, garden peas, mashed potato, onion gravy, and 6 stuffing balls. Absolutely love your stuff from Midlands. Thank you. Hi from Sandbach. How's Kimmy today? I used to live in Rotherham a long time ago. I'm coming over next month. Princess Anne and Spam cannot wait. Kimmy's all right. It's very warm today. Quite hot. It's all right. 12 hours Rotherham from Glasgow. 4.5 hours. Franchise out to Barnsley. I'd love to open a shop in Barnsley. I think if I were to ever franchise it out, I'd probably want to try it locally first. Like Sheffield, Barnsley, Donny, maybe another one in Rotherham, because Rotherham's a massive place and we can only deliver to a couple of miles away from our shop, because we get that busy in the shop, we physically can't deliver too far. So it makes sense to open another one in the part of Rotherham that we can't hit with deliveries, if that makes sense. Can we get a shout out for John Pruitt? It is my character, yeah. Do be fan, you're my sandwich. Thank you. Can you get some cheese into one of your next videos, lad? I want to see what you do with it. Cheese? I always use cheese. Pruitt. Are you from Rotherham? Yes, I am. I'm from East Dean in Rotherham. I grew up in East Dean, where all Scrubbers lived. Do you do spam, baked beans, spam instead of beans? Change it for spam. Yeah, why not? Belly pork, I love belly pork. Bread cake, 4 bacon, well done, tomato soup, dip toasted, 2 9% pork pies, 2 hash browns, burger patty, American cheese. How much would that be? Oh, fuck knows. I don't know. 4 bacon, 2 pie, 2 hash browns. Probably about 12 quid. What the world needs now is pork, sweet pork. We do. Yeah, very humble. Thank you, mate. Try to be humble. There's no reason not to be humble. You know, you're not. People on social media aren't famous. They're not. You know, they're nothing special. They're no better than other people just because they have people that follow what they do. It don't mean no. There's no. I don't understand these people that get a following and then turn into like, you know, self-righteous dicks. Basically, I don't get it. I think spam challenge would be easier if you cooked. It would be easier, but then I don't want to make it easier. I want it to be one of the most difficult challenges to ever exist. You must love scaring the old woman who works with you. She's not that old. No, Jump Scare Julie. Yeah. Jump Scare Julie's been with me for 4 years. She was with me for 2 years before I started posting, and I used to scare her every single day. And I had like 2 years worth of jump scares on my phone. And I just said to her one day, can I post it on my Facebook before we got big? And she was like, yeah, if you want to. And it's become a running thing now where I sneak in every morning and scare shit at her. Presentation and quality with a good attitude is why you win. Very true, very true. Yeah, business, not a sandwich. Yeah, I mean, like, buying an existing sandwich shop obviously comes with its risks. If it's up for sale in first place, if it's not a genuine sort of sale with the owner moving away, why are they selling it? Is it because it's not making money? Is its reputation bad? So are you taking on a premises that's got quite a bad reputation? If you are, it's going to take you months and months and months to sort of fix that reputation, for word to get round that it's under new ownership and that sort of thing. So you're going to be up against it straight away. Whereas if you're creating something from scratch, something brand new, people are interested straight away. They're going to be intrigued with what you're doing straight away. So personally, I would try and set one up from scratch. I bought the corner kitchen purely because it's in the area that I live. I'd been a customer for 30 years. When I bought it, it were at the lowest it's ever been. It wasn't making it were making a loss. It were a bit of a shithole. It needed some love putting back into it, and that I don't mean that as being nasty against previous owners. It had just been ran into the ground, and I could see that there was something there, and that's why I bought that. But I wouldn't buy another existing cafe. I'd create new one. It is that dude bit poor. I never had social media, only found you on the air. Now I'm travelling from Newcastle in the next few weeks just to visit the shop. So obviously social media is working for me then if I'm influencing people to come for a sandwich. What's your favourite metal band and album? I hate it when people ask me this question because it's so difficult. There's so many sub-genres of metal that I love, and I've got favourite bands within each sub-genre. So like metal band, like metal, it'd be like Machine Head. New metal band, Korn, Deftones. Deathcore band, Slaughter to Prevail. Death metal band, Cannibal Corpse. Punk, I like a lot of punk. So like punk bands would be Rancid, Pop Punk, Newfound Glory, Ska Punk, Less Than Jake, Real Big Fish. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I listen to loads of metal. Internet celebrity now. Yeah. When I get my silver, if I get my silver YouTube play plaque, for me, that's job done, complete. I have completed the internet for me personally. Whether I'll ever hit that 100,000, I don't know. I hope so. I hope it's soon, but I don't know. People like me don't get that sort of thing. You know, I don't know. Sunday dinner sandwich. I've done a couple of them, but I'll do another one. Sheffield's dead. Avoid it. Is it? Put once a day. Yeah. Don't hold me to that 12 quid. It might be more. You put me on spot. King at Newarth. Turkey Twizzler bat. That is on my list, although it's a bread cake. But turkey Twizzler, chips, beans, and ketchup. Do you think you will ever get big enough to eclipse the other legendary Rotherham, such as David Seaman and the Chuckle Brothers? Absolutely. They're old school. I'm new school, you know. But now, I was talking to Paul from Chuckle Brothers not that long ago, actually, via Instagram. He's saying he's going to come for a sandwich at some point. He don't live in Rotherham anymore, so he can't just pop in. David Seaman, I see his brother. I don't know if his brother lives near me, because I see his brother walking around Kinworth quite a lot. And I used to know one of his daughters back in excuse me, David Seaman's brother's daughters back in the day. I'm down Huddersfield for work quite often, definitely going to visit. Yeah, we're only half an hour from Huddersfield. Franchise, up, branch out. Thank you for the gift. I don't know what that means. I've never done a YouTube live, so I don't understand what any of this is, but thank you for the good day thing. My 5-year-old says, hello, Pork. I would love it if you could say, hello, Vinny. Hello, Vinny. Pillock for you. We want you to shop in every corner of every street nationwide. I would like that because then I'd become a very rich man and then I could just bath in Diet Coke. I'd be that rich. I don't drink alcohol, so I'm obsessed with Diet Coke. Absolute cast will be heading that way. Try to stay Canadian. Got these comments coming thick and thin. Do a KFC, double down and lose the bread. Use the pork patties as a bun. I have done that video before. I did it on TikTok, but I'll happily do it again. Ignored me. Who have I ignored? What for? I'm missing comments, mate. I'm not ignoring anybody. Have you done deep fried sandwiches similar to fried Mars bars? Yes, I did a deep fried full English breakfast. I did a boiled full English breakfast, and I did a full English breakfast milkshake, and a full English breakfast trifle. All people should be able to get English breakfast sandwich 24 hours. I agree. I were at one point before we started getting really popular online. I were going to open Corner Kitchen in the evening and deliver full English breakfast and breakfast sandwiches in the evening. But then we sort of blew up first on TikTok, and then people started getting invested in the shop, in me and the staff and stuff, and started visiting us from all over the country. So now it's just a bit too manic at the minute. Jump scare Julie, yeah. I love your content. Thank you. Work. That's what I'm saying. Double down was the best. Yeah, definitely. Have you ever thought about doing a day in the life video of running your shop? Yes, I have, but I tend to stay away from filming things that are about me. I mean, I know I appear in every video at the end eating it and saying pork and acting like a Burke, but I've always tried to avoid making things about me, you know, because it's... Yes, I suppose I'm the reason why the videos are popular, because they're my videos, but I don't think people will be interested in watching a 40-odd-year-old man with a receding hairline and big ears a day. I don't know. If that's what people want me to do or what I eat in a day, I'll do it. I don't care, I'll do it. But I don't think people will be wanting that sort of shit. Hello, Croatia. You ever thought about Puak? If we set it up right, can we get things sorted? In touch with Mike over at the Millionaire Trust. Sausage roll sandwich. I did a sausage roll sandwich a couple of weeks ago. Sausage roll, chips and beans. Pantera, love Pantera. Creed. Nah. Puak. Good evening. Steak pie and gravy so fried bread capsule with bacon, spam and beans. I've done a Wigan kebab. Is it a Wigan kebab where there's a steak pie and a bread cake with peas? I did that, but I'll do it again. Spam fritters. I love spam fritters, especially ones with cheese in the middle. What about using pies instead of bread cake on a sandwich? I'm up for anything. Yep, no FX. Don't call me white. Don't call me white. Yep, I like a bit of no FX. Hello from Leeds. Oliver Twist, Rotherham edition. Moor lad. I want Moor. Moor Puak. I'd be good at playing Oliver Twist. Give some Moor. That's a grand. What's a grand? I'm sorry, mate. I've missed your comments there. I don't understand that one there. I need to get over there sometime. From Chorley. We had somebody in from Chorley on Saturday just gone. He ordered a massive sandwich. I filmed him actually. I've not uploaded that one. But yeah, he was from Chorley. You said Jamie Oliver. Yeah, imagine. So I'm looking forward to visiting one day, an hour away, but it will be while I'm in the area. You're not that good, mate. Oh, hey, be nice. These lives will take your channel to another level. Do you think, do people watch lives? I mean, a minute, how many people's in? 60 people? Is that 60 people? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know if you all can see that. I remember the first Shumail band played and you put the show on. What band were it? Where? I'm right behind on comments. I'm trying to work through them. So, Trucking Blade, what band were it? I'd be interested to know if I put the show on. Ooh, I look forward to your comment. What influence has Danny Malin had on you? I first heard about you on his review. Danny is an absolute gentleman. Love the man to death. What a guy. Love him. Wazuk. Yeah. Give me your best Puak. It's hard when you sat down because you need to get diaphragm out. Power! There you go. That's best you're going to get. Van Oydong, have you done any sandwiches with the big Warburton's crumpets? Yes, I did a sandwich a couple of weeks ago with crumpets, yeah. People watch your videos already because of you and your personality. It was some boring geezer doing the exact same thing. It wouldn't get even half the attention. Oh, thank you. Why are your ears tucked in? Because they're massive. I can't wear this out. Look. I have looked into having them pinned back, but it was like £7,000. I'm like, fuck that. Yeah, people always used to call me that Tabitha Christie, Wingnut, FA Cup, Prince Charles, Elephant when I were at school. So I'm over it now. I'm 40, I'm not bothered. Please, sir, can I have some mooer? Definitely helps push you out there. Oh, good. Has Emily's parking and timekeeping improved? I would assume so, yeah. Love the live stream. Thank you. It will come to the cafe. Is it likely to be rammed? Do you have a set Bert? What's a set Bert? Before you come to the cafe. If you come to the cafe, it's only rammed. I'd say Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning, rammed. Sunday, rammed from 9:30, 10 onwards. Monday's busy. Tuesday's okay. Wednesday's okay. So if you're going to come, a Tuesday or a Wednesday's your best time to come. If it is busy, it can be sometimes up to maybe an hour wait because every sandwich we make is made to order. And when you get people that come in and order 3 or 4 different gigantic 12 quid sandwiches, as you can imagine, it takes a long time. So if you're not prepared to wait, come sort of midweek. Workout routine. I'll come back to that one in a second. I just want to answer these couple here. I'm only on because it pops up. It's new to me. It's kind of good. Fair play. Thank you. Double pikelet pork and egg. Tabitha Christie. I know, fucking Tabitha Christie. Workout routine. Chest and arms. Every day now. Mondays, I'll do something like I sort of split it. So it'd be back and buys, chest and tries, shoulders, calves. I don't train legs too much because I'm fortunate where my legs are in proportion with my body as it stands. I try and do 20, 25 minutes incline cardio a day. I do walking, I don't run in public. So I put it on like gradient, 9.5, 10, 12 sometimes, put it on 5 kilometers an hour, do 20 minutes of that a day, do abs a few times a week. But I try not to focus on abs too much because I've got a fatty tummy. You can't see my abs anyway, so what's fucking point? May as well do arms. So that's sort of like my routine. Up the Mariners, I've been to Blundell Park. Apart from Bramall Lane, Blundell Park is my most visited ground, believe it or not. I used to go see Sheffield United there all the time. Apart from your gaff, where's your favourite place to eat out? We've got an Indian restaurant in Rotherham called Zara's. Yeah, Indian restaurant Zara's. Me and my missus can't wait to visit from Derbyshire. We get a lot of people from Derbyshire come. The War Office has called me for tea, but I enjoyed that time. Cheers, pal. Enjoy. Have you thought about expanding the shop? We can't expand the shop I'm in already. It's a very old building. It's probably might be like 100-year-old or something. So it can't be expanded. The walls are a lot like load-bearing walls. It's not my building, so I can't go knocking stuff about. So hi. Basically, yeah. I've put a little bit of size on recently because I've really been focusing on high protein, good amount of calories, lifting heavy. So I have noticed that my upper is starting to grow a little bit. So I am going to have to start doing some leg work over the next couple of months. Otherwise, I am going to end up being top heavy. I don't want that. And Dan sounds such a shame I can't make it up to your shop. Maybe one day you will. In the 70s and 80s, Prestwich Phoenix Cycling Club in North Manchester was sponsored by State Canadian. Really? Excellent. Hello from Aberdeen. Thank you. That tomato soup dip cheese toast you sent was exquisite. It were a good one, that, weren't it? It certainly were a good one. I like to do things that are a little bit different. Like yesterday or day before, I put on a State Canadian dipped in onion gravy. And that video is actually, it's gone massive, that. I think it's 1.7 mil on Facebook, 1.4 mil on Insta, and 600, 700,000 on TikTok. I don't think I did it as a long-form video on YouTube. I just think it was a little shitty short. But that's a shame. I missed out on that. But yeah. Don't cook in oil. Use animal fats for everything. Unfortunately, when you're running a business, you've got to use things that are cost-effective, and animal fats aren't necessarily cost-effective, so Unless you mean me personally at home and stuff. Are you poked up in the gym? I think I'm not a big man. I'm not like a massive guy. I've got a little bit going. There's a little bit of leanness there and stuff. I don't like doing this. It's a bit cringe, but yeah. So I've got a little bit about me, but no, you won't look at me and think, fucking hell, I'm scared of him. Can't stop shouting pork. Thanks. You're very welcome. Bearing in mind it is a trademark word, so be careful. I mean, we've already got two quite big griddles. They look quite small on camera, but they're actually quite big griddles. Staff. It's not about staff. It's about the space that we've got in the kitchen. You know, we've only got so much room, and we can only, as a small sort of business, we can only hold so much stock at any one time. So as we are at the minute, we are maxed out, pretty much maxed out. So I could get another 10 more members of staff in shop and it'd make no difference whatsoever. So that's why I think it probably would be beneficial for me to look into maybe opening another shop to ease some of the pressure on the corner kitchen, Kimberworth, Rotherham. You know, so there's lots going through my head, like, can we franchise? Are we not famous, but big enough to franchise? I don't know. Isn't the shop in Rotherham Market also called Corner Kitchen? Not that I'm aware of, no. There's a Corner Kitchen in Barnsley, not to do with me. There's a Corner Kitchen in Sheffield, not to do with me. Oh, for my own diet, yeah. Do you guys have peas pudding in Rotherham, or is it Sunderland? I've never heard of a peas pudding before. Do you charge more for premium sausage? Yes. If you were to have a large bacon, egg, sausage, tomato, 3 rashers of griddled back bacon, 3 pork sausages, egg, mushroom, egg, tomatoes, on a large bread cake, it's a £5. If you swapped out the sausage for 90% pork, herb sausage, meat patties, it'd cost you £1 more. So no one ever told you that you look like Ethan from the Sidemen. I don't know what a Sideman is, so I can't. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a Sideman is. Sidemen. Roast steak Canadians produced in England, you know. Of course I know. I just like to troll Canada. It's good for views. I earn ad revenue from it. Do some people call your shop sharp pork down the phone and then hang up? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, they might have done it to jump scare Julie. But no, do it in time, led Barnsley crying out for a decent calf. I think you're the second person that said that. Come to Manchester and open one. I like Manchester. It's okay that every time I go shopping and see a pork product, I want sharp pork at the top of my voice. I highly recommend that you do it. You know, do it. There's a corner kitchen in Newcastle, is there? Why, man? No, pork, not pork, pork. Thank you, Paul. I do not know what a sideman is. I honestly have no idea what a sideman is. Can someone explain to me what a sideman is? Is it sidemen? I don't know. I get myself in that shop before too long. There's so many I want to try. I highly recommend the breakfast butty. Always come to your shop other than Danny Marlin. We've had Steve Bracknell, Kalani Ghost Hunter, MC Devo, that were good. Leah Shutkeever. Keep up the good work. What's that? What's that orange thing that's just... Someone's just sent me 20 quid. What you sent me 20 quid for? That's very kind. If you don't mind, I don't like gifts for me personally. I'll give 20 quid's worth of sandwiches away, if that's okay, if you don't mind. That's very kind of you, thank you. Gary Eats. I was talking to Gary Eats last night. He is coming to Corner Kitchen. Who else have we had at shop? Fucking hell, there's loads. So many reviewers and stuff. And we've got, on the Instagram, we've got a lot of celebrities following me on Instagram. Jack Whitehall started following us the other day. Referee Mike Dean, the guy that played Hodor in Game of Thrones, in Boxsters. Eamon Holmes has been in my DMs. Who else? H, that were in Jungle. Liam Gallagher's son. Sarah Millican, the Liverpudlian comedian that always starts on Crowd. What's his name? Paul Smith. Who else follows us? Nick Frost from that film, zombie film with Simon Pegg. Loads of celebrities follow us. Yeah, mate, that's fine. We'll do whatever like with it. Thank you, mate. I will use that to give away 20 quids worth of free sandwiches, mate. If that's all right, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Paddy Kenny, our Pad. Yeah, we've had Paddy. Adam Rickman, love Adam Rickman. What do you make of Food Review Club? He's always been nice with me. He's commented on my videos before. I've no issue with him. I understand why food reviewers charge money for reviews, especially them that have got large followings. You know, millions and millions and millions of views. That sort of advertisement, you know, would cost you a lot more than what he charges. If you were to do it in the sense of like paying for Facebook ads or Google ads and things. I don't agree with him reaching out himself to businesses to try and get work from them. I think if a business wants to email him and ask him to come, then he's got every right to charge. I do a lot of brand what's it called? Brand deals with certain businesses, and I charge a considerable amount of money to create videos for them. So I do understand that, but I understand why people would react to what he charges, if that makes sense, if you know what I mean. Puick. No, I want to shout Puick from the phone. Lord Gary and Melly. Yeah, I love Danny. We're doing spicy food. We don't do spicy food, no. Saw Greenhouse review of your shot. He was well impressed with the Puick. What an incredibly nice man he was as well. With his, he come with his kid, with his daughter. Fantastic man, really great man. Really enjoyed having him in shop. We were quite busy at times, so I couldn't really speak to him much other than the little bit of filming we did. So if he comes back, I'd actually like to make some time for him and actually speak to him. Yeah, I know they'll take a cut, but because somebody sent £20, I'll round whatever YouTube take. I'll then round up the money back up to 20 quid to give away to people. Imagine Gary Eats with his posh accent. Puick. Eddie Hall. I've inboxed Eddie Hall and he's ghosted me, so you know I'm after him. If he wants a fight, I'll kill him. I'll smash him. You know. Thank you, Scott. Would I ever put shawarma on menu? No. Dream will be getting Gordon Ramsay. Now, Gordon Ramsay does know who we are because he has liked some of my reels on Instagram. So he is aware of me. A lot of chefs on Instagram have liked my stuff, and a couple of Michelin star chefs actually follow us on Instagram, which is crazy. It just shows you we're a shit northern cafe that serves bog standard food, and that's what people want. When you've got Michelin star chefs commenting on your videos, everybody likes a breakfast sandwich. And I think that's the reason why we've stayed quite relevant and why we've built up quite a large loyal following, is because we're very real. We don't try and pretend that we're something that we're not and stuff. And I think people resonate with that, you know. What's the shop's address? If you go on Google and just type Corner Kitchen Rotherham, it's all opening hours and everything's updated on our Google listing. Otherwise, if I say it now, you're just going to forget it. So yeah, just pop on there, mate. When Reading FC play Rotherham, I'm going to pop in your food. Well, Reading are in League 1, aren't they? Rotherham are in League 2, so it's not going to happen, I'm afraid. Well, not for a while anyway. Please don't start a vegan menu. I have no intention of doing that. Say pork, please. There you go. And that's first and last time I'll ever say that for you. Puick. Where's the Oggs pudding? What's an Oggs pudding? What would you not do? What would be too much trouble? What, in a sandwich sense? I'd do all. As well, you know, sort of like as being a sandwich shop owner, I've also fell into the trap of being a social media content creator. So as much as I enjoy filming and posting actual sandwich business content, I enjoy making sandwiches up as well and messing about. You know, so I'll film out. Favourite film and musician band? Film. Musician bands, it's difficult because I mentioned a bit earlier, you might not have been here. I like metal, punk, pop punk, ska punk. So in all the subgenres to do with those genres of music, I've got a favourite. So like death metal's Cannibal Corpse, new metal would be Korn, Deftones, you know, that sort of thing. Metal is like Machine Head, pop punk, Newfound Glory, ska punk, Real Big Fish, Less Than Jake. Hardcore, be like Hatebreed, Turnstile. Goth, black metal, sort of like Cradle of Filth, Satyricon. You know what I mean? So, film, Full Metal Jacket, RoboCop, Police Academy, When Saturday Comes, Forrest Gump, Goonies, Out with Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, you know, that sort of thing. I met Jamie a few times myself and I haven't cooked myself. He seems like a nice guy. I used to eat bacon, spam and beans 5 days a week at work from a cafe called Wykes. Unbelievable, Jeff. And look, you're still here to tell the tale, aren't you? How come you ate black pudding so much? Because it's blood. I guess. Do you think you'll ever become the best Connect 4 player in the world if you put your mind to it? I think there's a very good chance that I will become the world's best Connect 4 player. Yeah. What about roast pork and crackling? Hot roast pork and crackling. I had that 2 days ago. I posted... I don't know if you guys follow us on Facebook. I post a lot of things about what I eat on Facebook, and I posted roast pork 2 days ago. So if you don't follow Corner Kitchen Rotherham Facebook, please do. Thrash metal for me. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of thrash. Obviously, Slayer. Can Megadeth be classed as Slash? Yeah. Like Anthrax, you know, that sort of thing. What's most you've cleared in a week? Money. I don't... Do you mean like what? How much money is most I've made in a week? Stay true, mate. Shout out to the Ratons. I don't really know Ratons. That's not my sort of music. They've done well though. Hardcore punk as well. Yeah, hardcore punk, like Agnostic Front, that sort of thing. Biohazard. Is Lily's still open at Hillsborough? I don't know. I've never heard of Lily's. Have you ever watched Return at Poork? Yeah, I were in it. When Saturday Comes, Sean Bean, Sheffield United, absolutely. I went to the premiere of that in Meadowhall when Saturday Comes, and I met Sean Bean. My dad still got a photo at home. I wore a Sheffield United suede jacket, Sheffield United hat, and there's a photo of me and Sean Bean. Turnstile just fucking epic. Ever been tempted to throw a full tomahawk steak on a sandwich? Yeah, why not? You said black pudding's blood, but you just think what an egg actually is. Oh, don't fuck off. Cash, yes. Takings. My biggest month, I do not discuss the takings of the actual business, the shop itself, but I do discuss and have discussed social media ad revenue takings. My biggest ever month on social media, just from the views alone, were £9,500. That was my biggest month, and that was September last year, I believe. It cleared £9,500. But the actual business itself does very well. It's more than enough to live on, obviously. I'm very happy with it. If it were to stay at that level for the rest of my life, I'd be very happy. Obviously, it goes up, it goes down. You're going to have quiet periods, you're going to have busy periods. But yeah, I'm very, very transparent and open with regards to money and social media and what that brings to the table. The business itself, that's the real deal. That's the actual business. Like all these influencers and reviewers, newspapers, TV crews that have been to the shop, they all want to come in the kitchen and film me and stuff. And I don't allow any filming in shop, in the kitchen, because that's the business. That's where we work. That's none of anyone's business. You know, the front of the shop, do what you want. I don't care. But you know what I mean? I try and keep them a little bit separate because social media isn't always real, whereas the business is real and it's been there 45 years, if that makes sense. Thank you, Paul. That's some more money I'll add to giving away sandwiches. Do you have any kids? If so, what do they make of your stardom? I have a 6-year-old boy. He's currently in Mallorca with my wife. They went to Mallorca on Monday and I didn't want to go. I didn't want too much time away from filming and working at shop because I'm off for 2 weeks next month because I'm having a hair transplant. But yeah, I've got a little boy, 6 years old, and he rang me last night. And the first thing he said to me on video call were, "Pook," you know. So he's with it. £9,500. It's not £9,500 every month. Don't be getting excited for me. That was the best month. Any updates on the guy who wrote the horrible comment towards you that you did a video about? The guy that telling me he wants me to find a hard lump in my body. No, I've not heard from him since. You've done well, thank you. Do you have any... Yeah, I've answered that one, Anta. Yeah, I do feature my wife and my son a little bit on Facebook. They've got personas like me. People call me Mr. Puak. I have got my own Facebook page called Mr. Puak. Mrs. Puak is Mrs. Puak, and my kid Milo, he's Dinky Puak. Yeah, and he's all about the Puak. He's really starting to understand YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, they're all very proud of me, and you know that's nice. Yeah, crazy. Am I up to date with comments yet? Thank God for that. I love your vids, Pookie. Thank you. Why don't you like Bury Black Pudding? Because it's blood. I recently moved to Masborough. Yes, please do, Tracy. We literally, as you know, with what 90 seconds walk, depending where you are in Masborough. 90 seconds walk from Masborough. Am I allowed to vape on here? Like, 'cause on TikTok, I always get banned for vaping. I don't know if I'm allowed to do it on YouTube. Josh, what's that? Josh Yard. I can't even pronounce that. His surname. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Love what you're doing, brother. Immaculate vibes. Awesome work ethic. Thank you. I just, you know, I'm just me. I put my scent across as I am. What you see in the videos and how I act around staff and people and the way that I respond to comments on videos, that's just me. That's how I am every day. I'm a very boring man. I don't drink. I don't smoke apart from a bit of vape. I don't really do much. It's like, obviously, my wife's in Mallorca this week. I've been sat at home making myself hot roast pork sandwiches for my tea, and she's in Mallorca. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just so boring. I love watching telly. I love watching films. I love creating videos. I love my football. I love going at gym. And as long as I've got all them things, I'm happy. Bringing up bacon. But my wife's got an incredible career. Very, very proud of her. She's done very, very well with what she does, which is the reason why she rarely appears in my videos, is because of her job. That's, you know. Have you ever tried Staffordshire oatcakes? I've tried. Yeah, I tried an oatcake. I don't know if it was Staffordshire. Was it Staffordshire or was it Nottinghamshire? Yeah, but I've tried oatcakes. Yeah, I like them. Yes, I smoked from being 16 years old until about 10 years ago. My dad got lung cancer. I got a very, very rare form of lung cancer. So me and my dad both stopped smoking. And I swapped onto vapes, and you know, I'm still vaping now. I am wanting to stop very soon, but yeah, I still vape. That's why people like your content, mate. 100% normal bloke. Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. I know it sounds like I'm blowing my own trumpet, but a lot of people on social media are genuinely fake, and they do things purely for clicks. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do mistake Canadian videos trolling Canada for clicks. I do that. But that's my personality, as you can tell with Jump Scare Julie. I'm a very tormenting person. I like tormenting people in a light-hearted way. I'm a bit of a prankster and stuff, you know. So I like the fact that side comes across in videos, and I think that maybe why a lot of people have stuck around. I don't know. What's your name to address me in vids, Puak? People refer to me as Puak. Like, I went to Morrison's last week with my wife, and as we were walking, and my kid, and as we were walking out, this woman, she looked at me, and she like looked back like, and then as we walked past, I heard her say, "That's that Puak." I've got a vape that vapes up herb. That's my word. What is about black pudding that you don't like? I don't like the fact that it's platelets. Didn't know you was near Masborough. I lived there for years. Cool, I'm veggie. We do veggie stuff, hash browns and that. I am filming a vegetarian sandwich. Yes, Gav, Puak. I am filming a vegetarian sandwich because I went to the gym the other day, and there's a bird that trains in gym. She's ripped. I got talking to her, and she called Laura, and she said that like she watches my videos, but she can't watch too many because she's vegetarian. She used to be a vegan. and she said like I should consider filming a vegetarian breakfast sandwich. So I said like I will do. Do you ever get pranked back by a jump scare? Yes, she jumps me all the time, always doing it, but she don't film it. She don't think to film it. She said that's to pill it, not pour it. Making a woman jump in the short videos is pretty funny. I've done it for 4 years. Go to an orchid, really. Favourite cheat meal, non-breakfast food related? I do it. I love corn. Favourite cheat meal? I made a cheesecake 2 days ago, so I like cheesecake. But it has to be like an Indian takeaway or like a roast. You heard of the cook meat aslet? I've heard of aslet because so many people mention it in my videos, but I've no idea what it actually is, where you buy it from, what you do with it. So yeah, I'm aware of it, but I don't have a fucking clue what to do with it. Like one band I could never get. Tool. I hate Tool. For me, Tool, Ghost, and all that shit can't be asked with anything like that. Rammstein. I hate Rammstein and all. I also prefer catering sausages to high quality sausages. I would much rather have my 74% pork link sausages than the 90% pork. So again, I see a lot of comments on not necessarily my videos, but other food related videos when they use cheaper sausages, that the chippy sausages, shit products, wank food, all this sort of stuff. And I don't get it. I like them. I've not got a filter, no. I don't know how to put a filter on. No, I've got bags under my eyes, look. I am 44 years old though, so I'm going to have some work done soon, but no, I've not had a filter. Are you born in Rotherham? Born in Rotherham. Yeah, I've always preferred, because I rate my favourite sausage is Richland skinless sausage. I've always loved Richmond. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I won't go to Asda and buy yellow sticker essential sausages, that sort of thing. I draw a line there. But like out from Richmond and above, I'm there. Do you have a front load wishbone for a 2005 VW Polo 9N? I could buy off you. I've not, but my mate next door, mechanic, has. He's also got a Mark 1 Escort and all. He loves Escorts. He's got a couple of Mark 1 Escorts. Quid. What was your first car? Peugeot 106, and wheel fell off when I was driving me and my mate Rat. I was driving him home from work and went on a speed bump on Cambridge Street in Rotherham and my wheel fell off. Oh, I love Richmond sausages. You don't look like you're in your 40s, mate, honestly. A lot of people said that, you know, so it makes me feel good when people say that. But yeah, I was 44 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I had 106. Then I had, I moved up to Saxo. It had a massive exhaust on. Exhaust fell off that. I don't have much luck. Then Saxo, I got an MG ZX. Then MG ZX, I got rid of and got a Japanese imported Nissan 350Z. Then I got rid of 350Z and got a Mercedes C-Class. Got rid of C-Class, had me Range Rover. Got rid of Range Rover, got another C-Class. Got rid of C-Class, bought a Porsche Cayman S. Wife got pregnant, had to sell that because it only had 2 seats. And now I've got a Jaguar E-Pace. 21, I'll take 21. What selection of pork sausage do you have? 90% herb is the selection that we've got. Saxo salt, yeah, I know. I loved my Saxo. The thing is, it was fucking bright yellow, proper like pepper pot wheels, a massive exhaust, massive. And brake lights used to break all the time. There were this connector under pedals, and it kept coming loose all the time. So I'd be braking and lights won't come on. So I ended up getting rid of that. But I love that car. Great car, that. But my dream car, I almost bought it before I bought my Jag that I've got now. It's Mustang EcoBoost. I almost bought it, and I went for E-Pace again just because I've got a kid. But my favourite car is Porsche. You selling bags of Porsche? That's unbelievable. Car log. 98 sack. So I think mine were a 98. Would you ever do premium sausages and sausages rather than pack form? No. No. I mean, I've run my own businesses. I've been self-employed for 20 years, so I've been fortunate enough to not spunk money at wall, so I've been able to have all right cars, you know. Would you, mate, I had a Saxo, did you gold wheels and didn't know how to turn fog lights on. Failed manual 4 times. You see, I drove manual for the first 10 years, and then I got fed up with it, so now I will only have automatics now. Brilliant video with the cheese. Shouted about the cars, bring back memories of. Yeah, that were a good era. That was like pre-internet era, weren't it? That were a very good era. I enjoyed that time of life. My wife keeps trying to ring me. What could she possibly want from me? Daihatsu Charade, 1 litre. My dad used to have Larders. He had a Lada Samara. Yeah, I love old cars. Nova. I need a corner kitchen in St. Louis. In that Kentucky? Or I've just made that up. How come I'm Blade, not on Miller? Right. I'll give you a short version of a very long story. In 1995, Sheffield United played Manchester United in 5th round at FA Cup and we won 2-1. Glyn Hodges scored the winning goal. The Sun newspaper, because it was a big underdog story, the Sun newspaper printed a poster, a free poster, of Glyn Hodges celebrating his goal against Manchester United. As a child, 10-year-old or whatever I were, my mum used to buy that newspaper. The poster fell out. I put it on my wall because I didn't support anyone. And then I started so I started watching out for Sheffield United results at the end of each week in the newspaper. And then I convinced my dad a year later to take me to my first match against Arsenal in the FA Cup at Bramall Lane, 1996. We beat Arsenal 1-0. Dane Whitehouse crossed it, Calviert scored. And that was my first game. And I become hooked. Basically, that is the story. Missouri, that's it, Missouri. She might want a 90% pork or some fucking money. Was Brian Dean still there? No. Were he? No, he weren't. No, he'd already gone to Leeds at that point. It was Glyn Hodges, Brian Gale, I think Roger Neilson were there, Jostein Flo, David Tuttle, Alan Kelly, Simon Tracy. You know what I mean? Them sort of players. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. Again, anything that people are sending me, it's not for me, by the way. I'm using it to give away free sandwiches, so much appreciated. You know, I said I was only going to come on for 10 minutes to practice. I've been on an hour. Christ, people listening to me chat shit for an hour. Have you not got better things to be doing with your Thursday evening? Thank you. Very kind of you all. Thank you very much. God, it's hot wearing this hat. My first game at Rotherham, Old Ground, Millmore supporter, Watford ever since. Watford. You know what, Ray? I used to work at Millmore as a 14-year-old, so I used to get free tickets to games. Watford have always annoyed me. I don't know. Something about Watford and the amount of foreign players that you've had over years and this affiliation with Udinese and your ownership and sacking managers and whatnot. It's just, I don't know. I've always been annoyed by Watford. I've always liked your ground, but I'm just annoyed at Watford. My girlfriend not here till tomorrow. Fair enough. You get a chance to go to Mickey's Tea Bar, RAF, Mildenhall. Do go there. It's been there since 1951. Nice. Thank you, Kyle. What's your opinion? Spam better than bacon or not? Yes, fried spam's better than bacon. They produced some belts in the 90s, but recently a basket case of a club. Yeah, I remember players like Gift and Noel Williams. Do you know what I mean? Them sort of like players. I think we signed. Who did we sign from Watford? I can't remember. Wait, Oldsworth, David Oldsworth. Can't remember. Glyn Hodges used to play for Watford and all. What do I have at Zara's? I go for Lambuna. You had Leishuk Kiva. Have you had Beard Meats Food? No, I've not. I've reached out to him, but he's never responded to me. So whatever. April Fool's video. Make a salad sandwich. Do you know what? I've done loads of salad sandwiches. Believe it or not, they do quite well then. But yeah, no. Adam Beard is he's never reached out. I have reached out to him several times over the years. You know, because again, I'm a massive fan of his. And